Chris, what is it that Machinex is highlighting at WasteExpo this year? Is there anything in particular?
Yeah, we're highlighting technology, the higher end technologies that are being used for automation. Of course, we've had robots and optics, but it's going further into the stream, being able to analyze materials using AI as well as hyper-spectral. The MRF market is changing a lot, and we're highlighting some of those changes that we've been implementing in a lot of recent plants.
Can you expand on that? What kind of trends are you seeing as far as change?
The big trend out there is that, labor is hard to find, recoverables, everybody wants as much as you can get out of the single stream or waste streams. So recovery is big. So the biggest trends we're seeing is more automation in the plant that's cutting down headcount. As it cuts down the headcount, you're adding costs, of course, but you're able to segment the material better, recover more of the material, and make a purer product.
How do you go about creating the technology to overcome these challenges that are coming up recently?
Okay. Well, so the way you do that is you look at the streams that you're handling, whether it be single stream, whether it be mixed waste, whether it be construction demolition, and understanding the materials that are in the stream, understanding the mass balance and how the material is going to flow. So when you're in certain parts of the plant, how you're maybe recovering where there may have been collateral damage from another machine. But in the end, you get the pure products and you separate all the commodities well from one another.
Well done. Sorting technologies, how would you characterize them with the current technology that you have to, say, maybe 10 years ago, 15 years ago?
It's a vast change. 10, 15 years ago, I mean, you can look back, and optics were probably just making their start around that time frame. And as such, they were just mostly on the container line. On the container line, you may have only had one optic, but as the streams have changed, as the increase of containers and the decrease of fiber has gone on, these systems, what may have had one or two, often have 6, 7, or 8 optics in them these days, inclusive of robots. We've been fortunate enough with a recent project we've done in Columbus, Ohio, with Rumpke, and we're going to be installing a system that's processing 56 tons an hour with minimal head count and about 18 optics and 3 robots.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, what do you foresee in the next in regards to that last question of the changes that have been made in the last 10, 15 years? What do you foresee happening in the next 2, 5, 10 years as you progress this technology, as the technology develops?
Yeah, so as the technology develops, you're going to be able to use AI in more of the applications. So what we see as the human eye that maybe the optics don't see because they're looking at a material composition, we're going to be able to separate even deeper into the stream. So, there's capabilities already in the marketplace, as an example, to remove PET clamshell from PET bottle grade. But that's only going to get enhanced and at faster speeds as the data can transfer quicker.
Wow. Okay. And Chris, are there any current world issues that are affecting what you guys have to do? Supply chain issues, Ukraine, Russia, whatever the case may be,
yeah.
Whether it's laws, local laws, or educating the public on recycling and sorting.
Yeah.
What current issues are you guys facing?
Well, I think everybody's facing the issues in regards to supply chain. We're fortunate enough in our business that we're ordering far enough out because projects take a little bit longer. But I think one of the really interesting trends across the country is that, customers have pent up money to spend. They're right now in situations where they can't maybe take delivery of trucks like they used to be able to. So budgets that have been set forth, they're putting a lot of that money towards automation in the plants. So because you can't spend money in one area, they want to spend that money in other areas. And I can say ourselves and all of our competition are busier now than we've ever been. We're backlogged more than we've ever been. It's a great situation to be in, but it presents its own challenges.
Sure.
Yeah.
Chris, is there anything else that I have not asked you about that you think is relevant?
No, I'd just say, it's great to see the market back. It's great to see everybody at WasteExpo this year. We've, been fortunate enough to have, a great couple of years. And so seeing the results of a lot of our projects and being able to talk to our customers and being able to, just show where we've come in the last few years, because a lot's changed since COVID started, and we're just glad to be on the forefront.
Thank you so much for your time.
You're very welcome.
Appreciate it,
Thanks,
buddy.
man.